We're watching 48 Fastcast.
Welcome in. 7:01 is your time. Thanks for hanging with us for our 48 Fastcast this morning.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a great week so far. It's been a nice stretch of June weather, getting hotter and hotter day by day, and you'll really start to notice that later on this afternoon, and definitely noticeable by tomorrow afternoon. Your Friday, the heat index tomorrow in the mid to upper 90s. That is before we see rain and storms developing. We've got 2 days, not today, but Friday and Saturday, with the potential of seeing strong to maybe even severe storms move across the North Alabama and Middle Tennessee. This time of year, it's usually not so much a tornado threat as it is a threat for damaging straight line wind gusts, heavy rain, potential for hail, and frequent cloud to ground lightning. These June storms are often very electrical. Best coverage of the rain and storms will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think we see some scattered storms during the morning and hopefully some dry hours by Sunday afternoon. Upper 60s, low 70s. We've already warmed up about 2 to 3 degrees. The dew point, it is muggy, more so than it was yesterday. Dew point right now in the mid to upper 60s. Light winds today out of the south and southwest, sustained about 5, maybe gusting 8 to 12. We'll take a look at your storm timeline coming up. Gina.
This is your 48 First Alert Road Report, sponsored by Bankston Motorhomes.
Okay, we do have our first crash of the morning. This is between Somerville and Priceville on Alabama 67. There's a lane blocked in the northbound lanes at Berry Road, but we're seeing slowdowns in both lanes, so be aware of that. Also, our typical slow stretch on 565 eastbound there, so if you're traveling through there, expect some slowdowns. Drive times right now, Decatur to Huntsville about 27 minutes. Athens to Huntsville will take you about 28. A woman who killed an elderly Florence man in 2017 has now been arrested on new drug charges. Tiffany Ballantyne was charged Friday with possession of dangerous drugs. She pleaded guilty to criminally negligent homicide in 2017 after hitting and killing Dr. Robert Long. Investigators believe that Ballantyne had several drugs in her system when the crash happened. She was originally supposed to serve 51 months in community corrections, but she failed a drug test in 2019, leading to her landing herself behind bars. According to our media partners at the Times Daily, Ballantyne is bonded out of jail on her latest drug charges. In Huntsville, police say this man was arrested after hitting a woman with a metal pipe. Thomas Hodge is accused of chasing a woman in an alleyway and then striking her with that pipe on Tuesday afternoon. Police believe Hodge got angry after the woman asked him what he was doing in the alley. He was arrested a few blocks away. He is charged with assault. A Lincoln County murderer will spend the rest of his life in prison. Robtavius Hawk shot and killed Jamichael Harris in Fayetteville in 2022. Hawk received that life sentence yesterday. During Hawk's trial, his attorneys argued he was defending himself during an armed robbery, but prosecutors say there was no evidence a robbery ever occurred. Harris was shot and killed while sitting in his car. His older brother and another teen were with him in that car, and they both were hurt. In Lawrence County, Tennessee, investigators have arrested a sex abuse suspect. Juan Carlos Barturin is charged with rape and sexual exploitation. Authorities started looking into him last month after they got a tip from a woman who claimed Barturin raped her when she was a minor. He was arrested by TBI agents at the Nashville airport on May 31st. The TBI says Barturin often traveled between Tennessee and Florida, and they are trying to figure out if there are any more potential victims. Still to come, an invasive insect species has been spotted in Huntsville. We tell you what those bugs look like so you can save your trees next. 48 is on your side this morning with a warning. An invasive insect that kills ash trees has been spotted in Huntsville. There have been 5 recent sightings of the emerald ash borer. Now, this bug often spreads when people transport firewood or logs. It has been in the U.S. since 2002, but was only recently found in Alabama. The bugs are a metallic green color and they're very small. The Alabama Forestry Commission says homeowners with ash trees can use certain chemicals to prevent an infestation. Mara Wood with Ace Tree Service says the beetles are also harming more than just ash trees.
Even though they only make up 1 to 2% of our population here in Alabama, it's really important to have biodiversity in our forests. A lot of animals and insects depend on these trees. And if we were to lose them, it's going to change the makeup of our forests and our landscapes.
If you see zigzag patterns or a D-shaped exit hole on bark, chances are the insect has invaded the tree. It's also been spotted in Jackson County within the past couple of weeks.
Now, your first alert weather with meteorologist Eric Burke.
Well, good morning once again. For today, early cloud cover. We see more sun this afternoon. Temperatures warming into the mid-80s. Need to talk about more impactful weather, though, and that arrives tomorrow. This is Friday, as early as lunchtime, seeing some very isolated storms starting to develop. The more organized threat for strong to potentially severe storms coming as we go through late afternoon and evening. This is when the atmosphere is most unstable, the hottest, most humid part of the day, and these storms will potentially produce some damaging wind gusts, a threat for large hail, heavy rain, and frequent lightning. Some good news regarding Saturday morning. Should be mostly dry, but as we go into that afternoon evening time frame again on Saturday, potential for some strong to severe storms with the same threats of damaging winds, hail, frequent lightning, and heavy rain. Here's a forecast rainfall as we go through the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, looking at 1 to 2 inches of rain. Parkway traffic on this Thursday seems to be moving along just fine. Big picture, satellite and radar. Severe weather threat today will be off to our north into parts of the Midwest. Today's high 86, feeling more like low 90s with the humidity. 88 on Friday, 83 Saturday. Strong to severe storm potential Friday, Saturday, and then also watching Sunday. Storm chances continue into early next work week. So we go from a great stretch of weather, Gina, to a bit more unsettled one coming into the weekend.
All right. Thank you, Eric. Thanks for watching our 48 Fastcast. Keep it here. We'll be live throughout the morning with more news, weather, and traffic.